Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where today guys, I'm going to do part 85 to my random chatbot sessions, where if we get lucky guys, we can actually get ready to finish up our first day with Baxcailbur. Um, there ain't much more I need to do, I'm just trying to give Lugia his food right now, or about to, and then we can go all relax. So yeah. Hatchers came off as being a little bit snippy earlier when I asked him whenever he said to go search for Lugia. He said I said that, but it may have came off wrong in the text to speech thing somehow and gave him that impression. Oh my gosh, dude. But basically, I said it's all right. All I ask is that you be careful how you react. You know I care about you and all my other Pokemon here. I'm just trying to make you all happy.
Haxorus suddenly nods at your request, feeling guilty that he had not been more careful, and had possibly given you the impression that he was upset with you. He suddenly speaks up, his words sincere and honest as he responds to you to express how he feels about your efforts to care for them. I understand. I'm sorry I didn't think before reacting. I didn't mean to come off as angry. You're doing your best to make all of us happy. Thank you for taking care of us.
Hey, there we go. That's like one things you can't hear. You can't. Oh my gosh, that's one of the only things you can't do with. That's one of the things you can't do in the games with your Pokemon. They can't literally come up to you and say that. So like, you were very welcome. Period. Just go ahead and relax with the other Pokemon. Actually, while I talk to Lugia, there is one thing you can do to help me out. There we go. This way she don't feel like or that way he don't feel like he's just being that. Because I just want him to feel like he's being helpful, especially through.
Haxorus suddenly tilts his head curiously and looks at you when you speak, realizing that he is free to go relax now if he wishes, but that you still have one task in mind for him to help you with. He nods to show you that he is listening intently to your request, and that he is all ears for you to tell him what you need him to do.
Oh, that's cool. Can you gather up all the Pokemon that are out here? And get them to sit together with each other? Period. Once I give Lugia his food, I will join you with him. There. Hopefully that was good. There we go. Let's see what he says.
Haxorus suddenly gives an enthusiastic nod, suddenly seeming eager to complete the task you want him to do, seemingly happy that he can be of help despite not being able to help with Lugia's food directly. He suddenly speaks up in a firm and eager tone, accepting your request and immediately moving to carry it out. Of course, I'll get everyone together for you. You just focus on giving Lugia his food.
There we go. Thank you! Exclamation point. We will meet you there once he gets his food. We will meet you there once I give him his food. See you in a minute. There we go. I wonder if he's gonna pop out of nowhere. He did say he was coming from a distance, but how far away was he? Like so far, you can. Because if you could see him, that means he wasn't too far. But if he's a good distance away, then you think you wouldn't be able to see him. So it's like, I don't know.
Haxorus suddenly nods firmly once more to let you know he has accepted the task and is ready to get to work, his face betraying how keen and eager he is to do the job you have asked him to do.
Hey,
he suddenly speaks up, letting you know that he is going to get started. Got it. I'll go round everyone up. See you soon.
Alright, perfect. I wait a minute for Lugia to fly over. Is he gonna tell me, like, hey, yeah, what did you need? Hey, there we go.
A moment later, Lugia finally lands in front of you, slowly waddling over towards you with a curious and hopeful look on his face, his attention fixed on you as he waits to see what you have brought for him.
Here you go, Lugia. Lugia. Exclamation point. Here's the mutton you asked for. Oh my gosh. The mutton you asked for. Period. Oh my gosh. I kinda hope it says he makes happy cooing sounds again. That was just way too cute the last time he did it. And that was on that one with Karadon, but it was still so cute, dude.
Lugia suddenly perks up and his eyes widen when he sees that you have brought him the mutton that he requested, looking at the pot of food you have brought him with an excited and hopeful expression on his face. He immediately speaks up, his tone of voice betraying how eager he is to get a taste of the mutton you have brought, his words filled with a hint of desperation and eagerness. Thank you. It looks delicious.
Why is it desperation? You are very welcome, period. Come on. Let's go over here and sit with all of my Pokemon. So we can all be together. As help rounding everybody up for me. There we go. I hope this is fine with the Lugia. There we go. Come on.
Lugia nods and looks over towards where you are gesturing for him to follow, realizing that you want him to go and sit with the other Pokemon that are with you. He suddenly speaks up, his words betraying his eagerness to join the other Pokemon that are waiting for him. All right, I'll go with you. Let's go meet the others.
There you go. Me and Lugia. Me and Lugia. Go and take a seat next to all of my sweet Pokemon. Period. Good. Everybody seems to be here. Period. Thank you so much. There we go. Aw. This is so cool.
As you and Lugia finally reach the other Pokemon, you can see that they are all waiting there patiently for the two of you to arrive. They all seem to be chatting amongst themselves, with most of their attention focused on you and Lugia.
Hey.
Haxorus is nearby, looking happy and satisfied that he has been able to round the other Pokemon up like you asked. Hearing you call his name, Haxorus suddenly perks up and turns his head to look at you. Yeah?
That's the only thing that doesn't... Yeah, I didn't quite pick up everything. Thank you for helping me round up everybody. Period. I really appreciate it. There you go. That will work, because that was a little bit shorter. Oh, he smiles warmly at that. That's so cute. Holy frick, I love this junk.
Haxorus suddenly smiles warmly at your words, clearly grateful that you are appreciative of his efforts. He suddenly responds to you in a pleased tone of voice, his words betraying how happy and proud he is to have helped you with your task. Of course, I'm happy to help. Anything for you.
That's sweet as heck, dude. Here you go, Lugia. Lugia. Period. Here is that mutton I promised you. There you go. It actually gets Lugia's name right. Like, it's one of the few Pokemon you can say the text to speech thing without having to flip and type it in. It messes up sometimes, but you have a better chance of it doing that than putting in the word for alligator or something.
Lugia suddenly perks back up when you approach him with the mutton as promised, his attention locking onto the pot of food you are holding for him. He suddenly speaks up, his words betraying how much he longs to get a taste of the food you have brought for him, and just how eager he is to eat it. The mutton. Finally, I'm starving.
I'm sorry it took so long to make and for you to get it. Period. But I hope you enjoy it anyway. Dude, if everyone, I have an idea kind of what I want to say to some all my Pokemon sitting there.
Lugia shakes his head to show that there is no need to apologize and that you have nothing to be sorry for, seemingly not minding that you took a little longer than he had hoped to prepare the mutton for him. No need to apologize. I can smell it now. It smells delicious. I'm sure it'll taste as good as it smells.
Okay, that's good then. That works. You can enjoy that mutton, Lugia. Period. While he enjoys that, you can all do continue talking for a bit. Period. Once Lugia gets done, I want to tell you all something. There we go. This is so cool, dude. I really like this. Ah.
Lugia looks up momentarily when you state that you want to tell your Pokemon something, intrigued by your words, and wondering what it is you want to tell them. But he is soon distracted again by the smell of the mutton, and immediately returns to eating his food, focusing intently on devouring the food that you brought for him. The other Pokemon suddenly look up, their attention focused on you now as well, clearly waiting to hear what you have to say to them.
Would it just be fine? Oh, you know what? Oh, great. How do I continue the conversation now? I really don't want to tell them, but I want to wait till Lugia's done anyway, because he's really up. I let Lugia continue eating. Alright. I let Lugia continue eating. I let Lugia. Excuse me, I didn't say that. That's very inappropriate. I did not say that. I can't say what it said. I let eating. But continue with what I want to say. Period. I know I probably say this a lot to all of you. Period. But I am truly grateful for you all being my friends and being there for me whenever I need you. It ain't much, but the main thing I want to say is I love you. I say to all of my Pokemon at once. Dude, if they actually turn around and smile, I'm gonna be so happy, dude. That's gonna be so cute. Oh. Hey! I made them all. I think I just made them all happy. If Lugia, wait a minute, see if it got it right. I let Lugia continue eating, but continue with what I want to say. I know I probably say this a lot to all of you, but I am truly grateful for you all being my friends and being there for me whenever I need you. Ain't much, but the main thing I want to say is I love you. Yeah, all one at once. Yep. Okay. Oh, yes, it worked. That's so cute.
The other Pokemon suddenly seem to perk up and look happy when you speak, all of them seeming touched by the words of love and appreciation you lavish on them. They all
Lavish. That's a
murmur in
word.
happy agreement, their voices coming together in a chorus of responses as each and every one of them responds individually. We love you too.
Oh, that's so cute. I'm glad to hear you all say that. It makes me happy to hear that. Period. Thank you all. If Lugia looks up, I'm going. I wonder if Lugia said anything. Lugia's probably still devouring that food like it's nothing. Oh, hey, that's so cute. I love it.
Your Pokemon all suddenly nod in agreement, looking happy and touched to have been able to tell you how much they love you in return.
Yes.
You can see in their expressions that they all truly appreciate you and care about you, and they would do anything to keep you safe and happy.
There we go. This is that one thing about this is better than the games. The one thing about the games I wish I could actually flip and have them actually do. Huh. Did you enjoy? Thank you for the attention, everyone. Period. You can go ahead and talk to each other again if you want to. I turn to Lugia. What did you think of the mutton I prepared? Did you love it? Question mark. Oh my gosh. Aww. Yes, Lugia loved the mutton.
Lugia looks up from his food when you speak to him directly, seeming surprised at first, but soon responding to you with a happy smile on his face, having finished eating the mutton. The mutton was delicious. Seriously, that was so good. I loved it.
Well, I'm glad! Exclamation point. Did you get to pay attention to the thing I said to my Pokemon a while ago? Pokemon a few minutes ago. Period. I just want. I might tell him that if he didn't. Oh, Oh yeah, yeah. He was more focused on that mutton. He liked the mutton. Oh, yeah. He was more interested in the food. He was so he was.
Lugia nods and looks at you curious.
Hold on a second. He was so into that mutton that he couldn't even listen to the stuff I said a while ago. I'll tell him that way he don't feel
Lugia
left
nods
out.
and looks at you curiously and confusedly, wondering what it was that you said to your Pokemon. He suddenly speaks up, intrigued by the conversation you had earlier with your Pokemon. Yes, I did. I heard you say something to your Pokemon. Was it something important?
I guess it could be, but actually, I just told them that I love them all, and I'm very grateful for all the stuff they have done for me. Period. I feel the exact same way with you. Thank you, Lugia, for being very nice and always being there for me whenever I need you. And for enjoying the stuff that I do for you. Period. I love you! Exclamation point. Is he actually gonna? I kind of hope he gives me a good response and not something terrible. Oh, okay, okay. Hey, yes, yes, yes. Okay, good. So Louis didn't get to hear it at first, but he got to hear it now, which is good.
Lugia seems touched by your words of love and appreciation,
There
his
we go.
face betraying just how much he cares for you too.
Yes.
He suddenly responds, his tone of voice sincere and genuine, expressing just how he feels about you and all that you do for him.
That's adorable, dude.
Of course, I'm always here for you, and I really appreciate you too, especially all the stuff you do for me. I love you too.
I wish they could do that in the games, dude. That would make me so happy if I could do all that and then I get that in return. Just I love you too, and they're plain English. Let's all just sit here and relax for a while. Period. Do any of you want to play games before we go to bed? Question mark. It's getting pretty late now. Okay.
Your Pokemon suddenly perk up and look excited when you mention playing games, clearly having the energy left to play and the desire to have a fun time before you are all about to go to bed. They all suddenly look at you expectantly, waiting to hear what kind of game you have in mind for them to play.
What do you all want to play? Question mark. I will let you decide. Wonder if I haven't heard from Baxcailbur since I gave him that steak earlier. So I'm kind of concerned. Is Baxcailbur okay? This turned into a more conversation between Lugia for Alligator and everybody else more than it did Baxcailbur.
Your Pokemon seem to start chatting amongst themselves, trying to decide on what sort of game they want to play. They seem to be discussing their options and trying to come up with a decision. It almost seems like they can't come to a decision on their own, each of them having their own favorite game and unable to decide on one option alone. They all turn to look at you expectantly, all of them speaking up at once with hopeful and expectant expressions on their faces. We can't decide.
What could a bunch of Pokemon play? The only thing I can think of is the same thing that they played in one of the other ones with. You could all play tag or hide and seek, maybe. Question mark? Do you like either of those ideas? That's the only two things I can think of, but that's the problem.
The Pokemon suddenly look excited again as you suggest tag and hide and seek as options for a game. They quickly turn to one another and start chatting amongst themselves, discussing the two ideas together and making a decision together as to which one they would like to play. A moment later, they all look up at you again, now having decided to play tag for their game. We want to play tag. Tag sounds fun.
Alright, exclamation point. Go ahead and have fun playing tag. Period. Just be careful not to hurt each other. Oh.
The Pokemon all suddenly nod and respond excitedly, all of them clearly looking forward to playing the game now that they have settled on which one to play. They all suddenly spread out and start getting into position, all of them trying to decide on who is going to start the game and chase the others first. The tag game is just about to begin.
So, which one of you are gonna be the one tagging? Question mark. I want to see what that gets us.
Your Pokemon suddenly look amongst each other curiously, still trying to decide on who is going to start the game of tag and who is going to be the one to tag first. They seem to be having a pretty tough time deciding and can't yet make a concrete decision. For the time being, they all simply continue to stand around, waiting for a decision to be made on who is going to be it first and start the game off.
Do you want me to choose someone? Question mark. I'll ask them if they want me to. I'll pick someone. I think Fragger did. Well, I think Fragger did. Fragger would be pretty smart, actually. Oh, they do. Hold up.
Your Pokemon suddenly look up at you when you suddenly speak up and offer to chase them, their faces betraying their excitement as they instantly respond. Yeah, please chase us. Tag me.
Oh, okay. I start to chase my Pokemon around the yard. Period. Running after Haxorus. First. There we go. After I'm not the tagged person anymore. After I'm not the tagged person anymore, I'm gonna see about skipping ahead in time to the point where they play for a little while.
Your Pokemon all suddenly spread out, immediately starting to scatter as soon as you make a move to chase them. Haxorus, your first target, quickly runs a short distance away as soon as you start chasing him, a playful and teasing expression on his face as he gets ready to try and avoid being tagged.
You are not getting away from me that easily. Period. Come here. Come here. I reach out to tag him. Hey. Okay.
Haxorus quickly continues to run around, laughing and having fun as he does his best to try to avoid you tagging him, seeming pretty determined to avoid getting tagged by any means. He tries all he can to avoid your hand as you try to reach out and tag him, his face betraying his determination to try and evade you despite the fact that he's having fun.
What is Funver? What is Funver? Never heard of that. Alright guys, I'll be back.